Israel got this law. Any heathen don't even dare to think to step against us. Look at them, filled with might and blood. Unstoppable powers, terrible powers that just come across. You got your local bad boy, he's got a gun, everything's talking right, but eventually something goes wrong and he kills his ass. You know what I'm saying? Or he gets shot up and he has to go to hospital. Now imagine if Superman was on your block. What fucking deal, man? That's true, man. It's unthinkable. It's completely unthinkable. There's no thinking. You can't shoot him. What are you gonna do? Okay? And there ain't no kryptonite, because our kryptonite is sin, and we ain't never gonna commit sin. So what are you gonna do? There's nothing you can do. Shit. I'd like to start by giving all praise, honor, and glories to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Hashem, Rakah, Kodash, Yahweh being the true name of the Father, which means He is, He exists, He to be the existing one. Hashem is in the name, and Yahweh Shah is the true name of the only begotten Son, which means He is the Savior or deliverer of the nation Israel, specifically the elect of the nation Israel. That's just coming back to redeem, and you so-called black senses in the Abraham just come from the sea of forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Alright, honor as a salve could be found, never to be delivered, but for now we're gonna keep it pushing, alright? And the further in the gospel, the continuance of the spirit, and also the let's see, verse 21, this is Genesis 2:21. It says, "And the Lord Yahweh, power caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. He took one of his ribs, and man has become like to where they just kind of get stripped from the empowerment. They don't really cleave to the names of the Lord no more, because they have gotten demolished, man. See, so that's what happens. When you pretty much you get you a wife or something, that's these chicks though, man. They're into the world too much. Alright. And like I said, in verse 24, a man shall leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife, but I'm definitely in a spiritual way, the Lord is definitely going to increase us to dwell within my house. He that telleth lies shall not tarry in my sight. I will utterly destroy all the wicked of the land, that I may cut off the wicked doers from the city and live in. That's what the Lord's exactly going to do, man. Alright, because the wicked of the land, they don't know how to keep the land Sabbath. Alright, they don't know how to give the earth a rest. Alright. This is like Ezra 2:20. It says, "Do right to the widow, judge the fatherless, give to the poor, defendant, orphan, clothe the naked." Yep. And this is what we're doing by way of the word of Yahweh, but also physically. And might go out and just attend something, some kind of, thing, and then, you help out, you feed the poor, man. So this is our job, our duty as men of the Lord. That's our mission. Not to go out and party or sell drugs or be involved in the stupidity of this world, like graffiti signs and riding bikes and scooters. Nah, man. Us men that's in this true for spiritual, we're way more spiritual. And like I said, nourish thy children. This is very important to do, to nourish the treasure of thine kind. So we're gonna read that. It says, this is like Exodus 2, and I read verse 21. Now let's jump to 24 and 25. It says, "Abide still, O my people, and take thy rest, for thy quietness shall come. Nourish thy children, O thou good Norse. Establish their feet." Yeah, man, so this is what's gonna happen, The Lord is gonna cause it to where these women, they're gonna nourish our children. well, yeah, they're gonna nourish their children, so, and then, that's gonna please the husband even more, so, let me see what else I can get. Oh, these are good too, verse 27 and 28. Yeah, because these heathen, they're gonna envy, us Israelites, which they still do to this day. But, they're not going to be able to do nothing because they're going to be the ones to weep and be in sorrow. And that grief, that deep grief is going to fall upon them. While we have that rest, and we're going to, have that abundance, while these other nations, they're going to suffer. All right. Let's get this out. It's the book of Psalm 140. Yeah, because anybody that comes up against an Israelite, man, they're pretty much going to be through out here, man. So a man of the Lord can't be put down, like, especially with the word. Oh yeah, this is Psalm 140 and 13 saying, surely the righteous shall give thanks unto thy name, the upright shall dwell in thy presence. Yeah, man. So the Lord is only dealing with those that can stand stiffly, basically, for his name. Even the two witnesses, man, standing before the God of the earth, man, those are very important key, key components, that really obtain or have, to be able to stand for the Lord. And those are, that's one of my, that's a good scripture I would say, Let me see if I get it. Matter of fact, we'll just get this one out for now, Revelation 20 instead, all right, 20 and 12. Because, it's very worthy, honorable, and acceptable in the sight of the Lord when you're able to stand firm for him. So, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, let's get this up. Alright, reads this, Revelation 20 and 12. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Most High, and the books were open. What books? Okay, well, the judgments of the Lord, the Holy Bible itself, because that's wherein the chosen are written in. So we're called and chosen of him. It says in another book was opened, which is the book of life, you see. It says, and the dead will judge out of those things which are written in the books according to their works. Yeah, so there need to hell with these government names we've been given. What our parents know, whatever, or just, whatever achievements you've gotten, your background, your identification cards and all that, man, to hell with that, because a lot of that stuff's going to be stripped, all this information, past history, man, to hell with that, man, because we're ready to lay down our lives for this truth and for the names of Yahweh, man, so even your status, your profile, your bio, whatever it may be, it's all going to vanish because the Lord is going to do away with Babylon. The Lord will we get into the kingdom, man, and he preserves our soul. We get to do much more things, man, better works than these shall you do, if you would just believe, man. Just talk about having faith. This is the thing we must obtain, man. We must obtain faith, man, and show favor before the Lord. And the reason evil does come upon you chicks, man, is just because, you don't want to hearken to the Lord. And like I said in Daniel 8 and 7, man, it says, well, no, not on Daniel 8 and 7. I'm looking at, Daniel 9 and 13, yeah. Alright, it says, as is written in the law of Moses, all this evil has come upon us. Yet we need, kind of says, yet may we not our prayer before the Lord our God, that we might turn from our iniquities and understand that truth, man, you see? So that's the thing, we in that time when you gotta make your prayer, man. Like, seriously, man, we is not joking no more. This is some serious times we're in right now, man. And I pray Yahweh Shema Shah establish me in all good work and word, man. And it's a prayer I got set up too, man, I'll pronounce it now. Hold on. And for the Lord to send forth comfort and strength, man. So I'm going to say the prayer. Well, no, I got it recorded already, so I'm going to share some of them, and then, I'm pretty much going to end the vid. First, we got Keep Me Humble, so I'm put it up real quick. Matter of fact, give me 2 minutes, okay? Yo, we're tired of these devils, man. We're tired of this place, but you know, pretty much, the Lord is about through with this place. He about to just finish off all these scoffers, all these rivals and all these fools and just all these weirdos and suspects. Man, the Lord's just about to toss these niggas out. There's a lot of dudes gonna get kicked out of camps and so would it be, But yeah, it's a good scripture too, right here, verse 16. But let me just share these prayers with you. I'll come in now, I'm gonna end it. So that's the first one. Pray to keep me humble. Check it out. Yahweh Basha, Shabbat Bakashah, Yahweh Washai, Abba Bakashah, Shamaria, Kadai. So I pray in the name of the Lord. I say Abba. Abba Father, Abba Noah, our Father, So, that's a good prayer. And this one's a prayer for protection of mine. Check it out. Yahweh Basha, Yahweh Shah, Abba Bakashah, Yahweh Shai. Shamar, love you, my young. Call it your company. God, I serve you. Lazo, Karha. Yes, right. And I want to say another thing too. If you're talking about struggling with the evil, just do a prayer, man. One thing I'm trying to definitely get down pat, because I know the angels, they communicate with me in a way and stuff, but there's a way where not only can the angels communicate, but they can facilitate on our behalf, man. Like I said, they could always help us on. I should definitely tap into that. Because that's a part of spiritual power too. The Lord just upgrading us and renewing our mind and everything, man. So y'all can always remember to keep up the great work, man. So yeah, the word for let me see, focus for strength is kazak, alright? Listen, that's what we're doing the very beginning was this, man. So last one, establish me in all good word, in all good work and word. Check it out. So, that's pretty much it. I'm not a brother that struggles to pronounce Hebrew, but if I need brothers to pray for me, then yeah, I definitely might need that. This prayer is very important. I love praying, man. But with that, I'm pretty much end the shalom. Keep up the good work, man. We're going to shalom.